We masosha omkhondo. Masosha omkhondo. Khona induku bafethu ezizoshaya. Azive nganakekile zizosishaya lezi nduku. Ngicela ukuzisho manje. Kuze mase kune confusion nikhumbule ukuthi hey yazi khona uhlanya kaMkhize bayisho lento. Zizosishaya lezi nduku masosha omkhondo. Niyabona njengoba nje sanda ukhulu umkhonto everyday sijoinwa zinkumbi zabantu. Yazini lokho kulandelayo. Sizoqala sibange iattention. Because the mania, the leaders, the more the required attention and the more the desperation to be recognized. Sidinguyibheka leyo masosha omkhonto siyimanage. Njengamanje umkhonto sizenzakalayo. Ama-social influencers, they are growing in numbers. For one reason, we've been suppressed in the ANC. We've been not allowed to express ourselves. We've got ideas, and now we see an opportunity in the MK to fast-track the struggle of black oppressed under Jacob Zuma, who is more favorable to hearing people's views, which is good. But we must be aware of this. We have different personalities ourselves. We've got different weaknesses and strengths ourselves. We need to be careful about that. Because some of us, in our own character, sinama tendencies okudominator. Okufuna mase ngikhulume mina wonke umuntu akavuma. And now my tendencies were there before we joined MK. They've got nothing to do with MK. They've got something to do with our character traits. Ungacabangi nje ususuka ANC wa MK lawo ma tendencies ahlala ANC ngoba they were not about ANC even then. They were about you kahle kahle. Usanawo ke lama tendencies ma social influencer wa MK. And they are normal. Human beings normally what MK minus we keep. Normally human beings have such tendencies to say mase ngikhulumile wonke umuntu avumelana nami ongavumelani nami akanawo umqondo noma akekho committed to the cause that I'm committed to. That is a natural mistake masosha omkhonto esidinga ukuyigada. The more sikhula, the more culture and tendencies of elitism will grow. Because mase sibaningi sonke we contest for one space and we contest to be recognized and be around key men. And most ungenile kulo circle of people that you think they're key men. Ufuna uvala umnyango bengangena abanye. Siqala lapho cut of elitism. Siqala lapho creating ama groups within the groups. Within the group. I've just read a comment here in my social influencers. And what I'm sensing strongly there is culture of elitism. To say Osman Bana, bangasondeli Osman Bani. And the problem must sifike lo culture bafethu. Siyaqala abantu sibapenalize izinto engathi issue. Just because we just want to isolate them and continue to dominate association of those people we think they are key. Asikade masosha omkhonto iubulelo ANC la yonto. The culture of elitism. Ngakhuluma ngayo before ngiyojoin ongoye. And SASCO was dominant. Because of that, the cut of elitism was more. And not as MK part, we are getting to a point where we dominate in terms of numbers. And we must be careful. The more we grow in numbers, the more we start entrenching the culture of elitism. The more we'll, it is alleged that some have already started to monopolize Jacob Zuma and many other leaders. We need to gun against that thing because it is destroying masosha omkhonto. Sinama celebrities now joining umkhonto wesizwe. And I'm sure those who are closer to those celebrities, now they quickly want to close the door and they don't want somebody around them. Somebody else, somebody new around them because they want to keep those key people for themselves. Bafowethu, ngicela nikwazi kwimvelo yomuntu kuba selfish. Selfishness is the nature of a human being. Ngiyazi iqiniso elingafundela ukulimukela. Yey, sonke si selfish. Kodwa kuphela kuma levels angalingani. Makuthiwa nje manje ngwenza experiment esheshayo. ngifika kune group yabantu abamile, ngifike ngichithe nje isaka lama orange, uzobona wonke umuntu othatha orange afaka isikhomment sakhe. Akekho othatha orange asifaka isikhomment somunye umuntu. Yileyo ngichazayo ukuthi we are selfish in nature. Because selfish means thinking for yourself. We are like that. Makuthiwa nje manje kushindlu mancane amathuba ukuthi uqala ukuthatha abanye abantu baphose ngamawindi. The first thing uyenzayo you run because it's your life. So ngifuna ukukhuluma ngo-selfish kuleyo level basic umuntu angeke ayiphike. Ngoba njalo selfish ngifuna ukubuka masikhulunywa ngomuntu onenhliziyo embi ofuna yonke into ize kuyena noma ngathi usenele cha. Lo usuke se beyond selfish lo usuke se greedy. That's why kuna lamagama ngongafani. Khona selfish khona greedy. So uselfish wona uyimele uwodwa sonke siyangena kuona. Because we always think for ourselves. Asigade ke ama-social mkhonto njengoba likhula leqembu leli every day. Sigade culture of elitism. And edalo ukuthi kakhulukazi abantu ba-selfish futhi on top of that sonke bafowethu singozwi lakhe kodwa egabeni ezingalingani. Kunabantu abantu basebebeka ipoint emeetingini. Uma ke wayicriticize, you are quickly registered as an enemy or an enemy of progress or a personal enemy. Akuthina sonke sikwazi ukustamaka imbono ehlukile kuneyethu. Asikumukele lokho. The same way, we thina sonke committed to the actual vision yokuliberate umuntu omnyama more than we are committed to our self-interest. Ngoba fanele kubheke nalokho. Ikupho committed kakhulu nje ungena emkhontweni phakathi ukukhuluma umuntu omnyama nokuyithuthukisa wena as a person. Ngoba ama-behaviors akho azolandela one of the two. Umuntu committed ekukhulumeni umuntu omnyama ngaso sonke isikhathi mangabe kuba ne-argument uyolwela ukuthi okungenani sivumelane ukuthi umuntu omnyama simisa kanjani phambili. But ocommitted kakhulu ekuyiphakamiseni yena uyolwela ukuthi uma kune-argument kugcine izwi lakhe khona ogcine bonakalile njengomholi okhaliphe kakhulu kunabanye nongasisa phambili. Ngifuna leyo nto niyibuke. But niyibuke with basic understanding ukuthi in nature yomuntu uselfish and in nature yomuntu uself-centered. But only those rare few characters akwazi ukudefeat in nature of self-centeredness. Very few people could do that. Same as there are very few people who could allow themselves to be challenged and be questioned by others. We normally don't feel comfortable. Ngisho ngayesontweni uyofika kunezitha phakathi kwabafundisi abadikoni nobani because umuntu nomuntu push agenda ukuthi yimina oshumayela kangcono, yimina onogcobo oluphezulu kunabanye. This tacit competition happening between human beings. Asibheke ama-social mkhonto izoshaya. Sengiqalile ukuza amaphunga elitism happening in the MK. Sengiqalile ukuza amaphunga ama-small subgroups forming. And it's not because MK injani. It got nothing to do with MK. It got something to do with our character traits as individuals. We were like that in the ANC. We might be like this in the MK as well. Sidinga uyigada ama-social mkhonto ngiyacela ngoba izodivide idestroy umsebenzi kamsholozi omkhulu asewenzile uklasi umuntu omnyama. And I put to you ukuthi in the same thing lena egcina uZuma noMalema be-separate. And I'm happy to see ukuthi Zuma has done all possible to bring in uJulius Malema, what we call bringing in a person. But uMalema, because of, in my view, unwillingness or commitment to defeating Zuma, he prefers to always score small points such as, hey, mina ngeze address for 2 hours, as if the struggle is about being Malema addressed for 10 minutes. The struggle is not about being Malema. The struggle is not about Jacob Zuma as a person. The struggle about liberating the collective masses that have been oppressed for centuries of years. That's what the struggle is. And if we are not self-centered, first kwazi ukutholana kuloko ukuthi yebo asiboni ngendlela eyodwa la kodwa basically siyavumelana nomuntu omnyama kakhululwe. As a result, we are going to do 1, 2, 3. U4, 5, 6 esingavumelani ngawo asibuye siwudiscuss. Kodwa basically kuleyo khulula umuntu omnyama we are in. It's cool even to get there. Kodwa i-DA ne-ANC bona sebekwazile ukufika lapha. But we think we are better than ANC, we are better than DA, but we are failing to unite on a basic core, which is liberating of black people. This is a disaster.